To be in a film like this, where there's so much expectation and so much is put into it, what is it to be like to be a hired actor on I mean, what is there any pressure on your end to kind of come up with the goods, or?
Well, it's when you're playing a small role in a big movie, it's very easy, and when you're sort of a hired gun. It's really about who the director is and what the story is and how much fun it's going to be, and so for me, really, when you do a movie like this, it's all of the fun and none of the hassle. You don't have any responsibilities. You just have to deliver and make sure you do something interesting with your part, and but you're there to serve a bigger picture. You know, you're there as a one cog in a big machine. But it's fun. It's fun if you're working with nice people, for sure.
What does Chris bring to a table as a director? Does he allow you to kind of play with things, and did you inject some certain things that weren't on the page?
Yes, he did. Yes, he does. He's very inclusive, which is very nice, but it's also very smart because he. I'm sure that if he makes sure he hires the right people, that they bring something else to the role that maybe isn't there on the page. And that helps his vision of the movie. He gets extra ingredients, and he can use those if he wants or not. So he encouraged me to add and play with the role and think up ideas, and some of that stuff wound up on screen. So I'm very happy.
What did you do to channel the perfect rock god? I mean, did you base it on anybody, or just people that you've seen?
A little bit of me, tiny bit of me. And just that kind of, it was like a sort of, the kind of rock stars that you see around, the kind of British rock stars who are a little more camp than American rock stars. So they're a little less macho British rock stars. So, and I had these heels, kind of high heels, and made you walk in a kind of like a peacock. So, so it was kind of an amalgam of all those Led Zeppelin, Ozzy Osbourne. Mick Jagger, maybe, all just kind of people who strut rather than walk.
Would you ever be able to use that character, maybe translate it to something of your own creation then, or do you feel like you've done it and you move on to trying to?
Well, no, I mean, you there's always overlaps between different characters you do. But yeah, I mean, I learned something doing it, and there's a little bit there that's sort of logged in there. It's nice to play someone who's pompous, and I'm very good at that. So I think there was something, but there's always a little bit you can relate different characters to things you've done before, and every part you play there's a little bit of something. But yeah, I'm sure I'll use what I learned in something else.
I was talking to the kids just now that you're definitely a cast favorite, because they were quoting you on Hades, that.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it interesting to see a younger generation who really admire you in a way that is almost fanatical? I mean, obviously, in England you are huge, and so therefore people, do they see you and that they have that crazy, fan face, or?
Yeah, I get that. I get that in England, but it's kind of something I'm used to now. But being recognised is one thing, but it's unfortunate that when people do recognise me, they're almost all very nice. They kind of remember things that I've done that they like, so they're kind of. It makes me feel, but the thing working with young people is, although it's great fun, they're very respectful. It makes you feel a little old, and so young kids going, oh, we the worst thing is when they say, oh, my parents like you. So, but it's good. It's nice to be appreciated.
To work on films like this also allows you to dabble a little bit in Hollywood, and so does that mean you're going to try to do more stuff over there, and are you developing things?
I try. I am doing some things over there, but you try to keep a balance. You shouldn't try and throw all your eggs in one basket. So there's a couple of things that I'm doing over there, but I'm also developing things in England. I think it's you shouldn't lose sight of your core, fan base and the people who like what you did there. If you go one way or the other, then you lose something. But, Hollywood is great fun, but like the Hollywood in this movie, it can be a very dangerous place. So it's nice to flirt with, but I wouldn't want to be there the whole time.
So if they do more sequels, are you prepared to come back for more?
Oh yeah, well I've signed up in case if they wanted me to do any more. I'm here.
I think you should be the focus of a film instead of the.
Okay, tell Chris Columbus.
I'll do that. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you.